In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a straight stitch on your sewing machine. On my Baby Lock Soprano, I have 4 different options for a straight stitch, and it's these guys here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. You'll notice that 1 and 3 have like a double stitch or reinforced stitch at the start, and 2 and 4 don't appear to have one. I generally, as a rule of thumb, always just go with stitch number 3. You'll also notice that 1 and 2 are more of a left side stitch, and 3 and 4 go straight down the centre. So if I'm piecing 2 pieces of fabric together and I'm using a regular straight stitch, I always like to take my stitch lengths down. I also like working with my 1/4 of an inch foot guide, and with my stitches closer together, and always do a back stitch at the start there and then go forward. I just find that keeping them stitch lengths closer together helps, especially with quilting. So this is what my stitch looks like. Now a straight stitch is really good for quilting and just general purpose sewing. If you were doing any knits, you would probably not use this stitch because it's not going to be good, it's not going to stretch. I also like to use a regular straight stitch on my sewing machine for doing top stitching. And when I'm doing top stitching, I like to raise the stitch length so they're now wider in between, and I think it gives a nicer look when you're top stitching. I'm going to even take it to 3.0. Always start with a back stitch and continue forward. Come to the end, do another back stitch and finish off. And here's my finished top stitch, and you can see that it's much wider than the first one, and it gives a much nicer effect when it's much wider than when it's tighter together, like so. So your straight stitch really is just your basic stitch on your sewing machine. It's just used for like regular quilting piecing or like bag making, stuff like that. When you're using a knit fabric, you want to be using a better stitch than just a straight stitch. I really hope that you've enjoyed watching this tutorial, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss seeing me next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.